So now for me, I choose vegetables and lean proteins and whole foods, and I think about grains, and I think about protein, and I think about what's going to help reduce inflammation in my body. What's going to give me the minerals and the vitamins that I need, And it's not about the number of calories. One of the things, I hired a health coach after my surgery, Mariah Brown, and she's absolutely amazing. And one of the things we talked about when we first started to work together was that the goal was not weight loss. The goal is the longevity of my vessel, and I made that very, very clear. When I start to act in the assumption of a healthy person, and I start acting the assumption that I take care of my body so that it lives a long time, if weight release is the outcome, amazing. If it's not, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to walk, I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm not going to drink alcohol, I'm going to make healthy choices as much as I possibly can, no matter the outcome. And so there was no measuring of my body. I didn't want to do that. There was no attention to the scale, and there was no tracking of my food or creating a diary. There was no restricting my calories, counting macros, none of that. It's intuitive eating. It's eating based on what my body wants. It's moving when my body wants to move, but not moving when it doesn't want to move. Like if I'm on my period and my body's saying no, I don't do it. So it's so important, and I hope that you're feeling the shift here, because I know how to drop weight. I know what to do to lose weight. I know the behaviors that are unhealthy that are going to lead me to the weight leaving my body. But I know exactly how it's going to come right back on again. And I know exactly how the shame's going to come back, and the lack of confidence is going to come back, and the guilt is going to come back. So this time I decided to make a new decision. I made a decision that it's not about weight loss. It's about the longevity of your vessel. So every single day then, my behavior is driven by longevity. And so if I decide that I want to have a bite of a treat, or I want to have a not so healthy snack, at least 90% of my day was healthy, nutritious foods, and I've been fueling it well. But the old me would have been, I'm off the rails, I ate the sugar, I'm out of ketosis, too many calories, I'm not going to lose weight now, and then I would just eat whatever the heck I wanted and go right back to the bad behaviors. This time it's different. This time if I want to have a few gummy bears, I'll have a few gummy bears. If I want to go out for dinner and have a treat, I'll have a treat. Because it's not about trying to shrink my size, but it's about 90% of the day treating my body the way it deserves to be treated, fueling it the way that it deserves to be fueled. So this is a completely different approach. It's a completely different way of experiencing life. So what I did is I decided to change my identity. From a woman trying to lose weight to a woman who loves herself. I changed my identity to a woman who takes care of her body. I am a woman who has a personal trainer, that works out 3 to 4 days a week, that walks every day, that has matcha in the morning instead of coffee because matcha is so much better for you nutritionally. Somebody that eats salads. Somebody who removes gluten from their diet because gluten causes inflammation in my body and it doesn't have me feel well. It's not because I want to lose weight by reducing gluten. It's because it doesn't feel good in my body. And so these are all choices that are made based on the identity that I hold. So who would you be if you made the longevity of your vessel a priority? That would be the question that I would have you answer. So is manifestation a tool that can help you to lose weight? Absolutely. But it is to understand that the release of weight from your body has nothing to do with being thin, but with health and longevity. So the more you see yourself healthy, the more your body will represent health. Because you start to act in the assumption that you're healthy, and you will find more healthy experiences show up. So it has been 1 year and 2 months since my surgery, I'm going to say. Probably 1 year and 2 months since my surgery. And I have spent that past 1 year and 2 months as Kathleen that cares about her vessel. And I sit here today and 90 pounds has been released from my body. I am 4 clothing sizes smaller. I think I was a 3X and now I'm in a large, sometimes a medium. And the entire time has not been about weight loss. The entire time has been about healthy habits, and the weight loss has come down. So what I would say for you then is to focus on the desired outcome, to live a long life, to have a body that lasts its lifetime, to have a body that remains free and mobile as long as you possibly can. And focus on the behaviors that support that. And how can you be that person? How can you give yourself grace? How can you stop depriving yourself and restricting yourself? How can you eat without shame? How can you choose to have something that you love to eat and it not be a cheat, but be you allowing yourself to eat what you want to eat? One of the most powerful things that my mentor, Bob Proctor, said to me was that when I went to his studio in 2020, so this was prior to my surgery, I went to his studio in 2020, and I was, I think, a 2X at the time. And I went into his studio and he told me about a year later that that was the first time that he had seen a woman in a plus-size body that didn't have the energy of shame associated to it. But you have to understand that that shame was released before any weight was released. I chose to love myself in the body that I was in, and I have now moved into the opportunity to love myself in a body that is going to last me an incredible lifetime here. And you are worth it, and you are deserving of it. But I want you to manifest and set the attention from the right place instead of a place of hating yourself. So if you are someone that desires to become their healthiest you, if you are someone that desires to step into a version of you that cares about what you eat and cares about how you move and how you take care of your body, I want you to do it from a place of love. So how can you love yourself to become the best of yourself today? And you don't need to lose weight to do that. And it is okay for you to stay the size you are at now. And it is okay for you to get bigger. And it is okay for you to choose not to lose weight. It's your choice to love the you that you desire to be. With absolute gratitude, Kathleen, and remember that the limit does not exist.